Well, thank you, Mr. Beasley, for those kind words. I also want to thank General Jones and the American-Turkish Council for inviting me to speak at this outstanding conference. It's also a pleasure to be here with the senior representatives from the Unions of Chambers and Commodity Exchanges of Turkey, ATU Duty Free, and the Sierra Nevada Corporation for their co-sponsorship of this conference. I would also like to recognize and thank Dr. Demir. Thank you for being here. Undersecretary of Defense for Defense Industries in Turkey. Mr. Keith Webster, I think will be here, the U.S. Director of International Cooperation for the Deputy Undersecretary of Defense for Acquisition, Technology, and Logistics. Ambassador Bass, who I know will be here later. Lieutenant General Husloy, thank you for being here. Senator McCain, I know, is joining us for lunch, and the many distinguished guests actively participating in the conference today during this most important time in our U.S.-Turkish relationships. It's an honor to be here with all of you. We at Raytheon certainly support the theme of this year's conference, commercial diplomacy, strengthening the alliance. This theme reflects the increasing dynamicism and diversity of the economic relationship between our two great nations. This morning, I would like to spend a few minutes talking about how we are expanding and strengthening the relationships between Raytheon and our business partners in Turkey, and how these relationships contribute to even stronger ties between the United States and Turkey. The history of Raytheon and Turkey goes back at least 40 years, initially providing defense and security capabilities to the Turkish government. It's our honor to provide some of the world's best command and control systems, battlefield radars, and air defense systems as a trusted partner to the Turkish land forces, Turkish Air Force, and the Turkish Navy. In this partnership, we have been fortunate to work with world-class companies in Turkey and benefit from the technical expertise of a highly educated workforce. Today, Raytheon is expanding our role in the global defense and security market, and we recognize the critical need for advancing our partnerships with technology defense companies around the world. In fact, we see Turkey as our best example of industry partnership and of co-development and co-production. Turkey is the model. Let me give you some examples. Several years ago, Raytheon needed a supply base in the Eastern Mediterranean region. We engaged Turkish industry to produce critical components for some of our most significant programs. These were our first strategic partnerships with Turkish industry. Today, Turkish companies are producing key components for the Patriot Air and Missile Defense System, the world's most advanced system to defeat long-range air and missile threats. These companies were the first major transatlantic partners to support and co-develop the Patriot work. Let me tell you about two of our Turkish partners who are supporting the global Patriot program. The first one is Roketsan in Ankara. Roketsan is doing outstanding work producing the Patriot GMT missile control section assemblies. These are the critical flight control elements that guide the missile to its target. Also in Ankara, Aselsan is producing a key Patriot end item. The item is a newly designed mobile antenna mast group, which is an integral element in the Patriot's communications, command, and control system. We couldn't be happier with the results since we first announced our initial agreement with Roketsan in 2009 and Aselsan in 2010. We're also building strategic partnerships with Havelsan, ISAJ, Pagetel, and many other Turkish industries to support current and future work. Having worked directly with Turkish industry, I can definitely say they are great partners. Let me repeat, they're great partners. They are world-class. We have been proud to present these companies with numerous awards for quality that we reserve for our very best suppliers. These companies are a key part of the global Raytheon supply chain. They are exporting subsystems and major assemblies for many of the 13 countries that rely on Patriot for their defense and security. We depend on their highly capable and qualified workforce to support Raytheon programs across air and missile defense, naval systems, command and control, and soon in the growing area of cybersecurity. Let me be clear. This morning I'm happy to tell you that we intend to expand our partnerships with Turkish industry even further. In fact, we must expand them because of the demands of global competition. Let me be clear, we embrace competition. Competition produces better products at a lower cost, and it is in the security interests of both of our nations that collectively we continue to improve. In the United States, our senior defense acquisition leaders place a high priority on continuous improvement and innovation. The Better Buying Power 3.0 initiative in the United States Department of Defense challenges the U.S. defense industry to deliver affordable solutions that are based on innovative technologies and that also attain a high level of manufacturing maturity so there is confidence that the systems will meet their production and delivery requirements. To meet this challenge, Raytheon and our global partners must be creative, and we must be more dependent upon each other's key competencies so our collective defense industry can produce better results for our nations. That is why the next stage of our partnership with Turkish industry will combine our resources in a different manner. We aim for a new threshold of co-production and co-development where we collectively invest for future capabilities and systems that would be unaffordable or unattainable if attempted independently. And we recognize that Turkey continues to make significant strides against what many of us would consider a very challenging regulations and procurement policies. We in the U.S. defense industry, particularly Raytheon, are working to have a much higher percentage of our programs manufactured locally by Turkish industry. We recognize the significant benefit of co-development and shared investments across our collective research, development, technology, and engineering ecosystems to accelerate and enhance mutual programs and capabilities of interest. And we have held significant discussions with each of our Turkish industry partners regarding this new level of co-production and co-development. Our governments have helped initiate the progress, with both President Obama and Prime Minister Davutoglu expressing the importance of strengthening ties in multiple dimensions. The words of these leaders have translated into action. The U.S. government is offering significant support for Turkey to become a Patriot partner nation. This is a new era of strategic partnership. My hope is that we continue to deepen our partnership with Turkish industry, to expand our relationship with Turkish government, and to grow our presence in Turkey. For instance, if Turkey acquires Patriot as its long-range missile defense system, Turkish industry will produce a significant portion of the Patriot system in Turkey. This will accelerate the growth of Turkish defense capabilities, increase the access by Turkish industry in Raytheon's global markets, and result in even more high-tech jobs to further Turkish economic development. Turkey would gain Patriot's combat-proven protection against tactical ballistic missiles, cruise missiles, and other air targets. Patriot would also reinforce and strengthen Turkey's NATO interoperability and existing capabilities. In closing, I congratulate Turkey for hosting the upcoming G20 Economic Summit this year as yet another indicator of its ambitious plans to become a top 10 economy by the year 2023. We all benefit as Turkey achieves greater economic prosperity. Turkey's economic growth will translate into many opportunities, not only for Raytheon, but for many U.S. and Turkish companies to participate in major national projects. Let me say again that Turkey is Raytheon's model for industrial partnership, and we look forward to moving into this new era with our Turkish partners. As the U.S. and Turkey move closer together, we are at a unique moment in history. Let us seize this opportunity to sow the seeds and grow even deeper roots to fully connect our people, our businesses, and our industries. I would like to thank the Turkish nation for for giving Raytheon the opportunity to be a trusted partner in their defense. We are also grateful for the support of the Turkish Armed Forces and the defense industry for all that they do and to contribute to world peace and security. Thank you for the chance to speak this morning. I wish all of you a productive and enjoyable conference.